Hello everybody, how is it going? I am Lucas and today we're going to be looking at an album from Monuments called Phronesis. When the guys came out with their last album, I was absolutely ecstatic about it. I went to see them live. I bought their poster, I put it on my wall. I listened to the album continuously. I was absolutely in love with it, so I was very excited when I heard they were coming out with this one. They've been kind of quiet for a while. John Brown has put out, the guitarist, he has put out some solo albums. Ollie, the other guitarist, has been working on some solo stuff. He hasn't exactly put it out yet, so they've been active but just not as a band. I was really excited when I heard the first single from these guys, which is also actually the first song on the album, is a.w.o.l. It starts off with a 30-second like string intro that like kind of builds up a little bit, and then when it builds up it kicks in nice and fast. It's very busy, very energetic, and then the verse kind of calms down a little bit. Then you have a nice little bridge that kicks in the middle of the song, and then it ends with some on some tasty riffs. Overall, a.w.o.l is a very good opening track. It's very strong, it's very good, it's very energetic. The next song up, Hallo King, I actually like this song too. It's not your typical song that doesn't really have a necessarily defined chorus. This is a little bit short. It's only 2 minutes and 53 seconds. It's the shortest track on the album. It's a little bit shorter. It has some nice good riffs in it. The lyrics, this could have actually been an instrumental, but the lyrics do kind of fit it well. Once again, the second track is very good. It's a very strong track. Third track, Vanta, it has some classic Gent Monuments cleans to open the album, which you don't really hear the cleans. You hear the cleans a lot more in the last album. You don't really hear them all that much on this album. This is one of the only times that they're very up front and center, which is kind of sad because I really like that type of clean style that they have for their guitars. It has a nice chorus, which is laid back and cool. Has a nice little Jenny bridge ending section, and the song ends on some nice piano. Once again, the top 3 tracks on this album are very strong. But when we get to the middle, number 4, Mirror Image, this song it starts kind of like a.w.o.l. It has some strings going on in it. This was actually another single that these guys released, and I think this is one of the worst songs they've ever written. I do not like this song at all. The lyrics in this song are very cheesy, and the lyrics in this album feel very phoned in, to tell you the truth. I don't know what is going on, but the lyrics and even like the harmonies and the performance is pretty good, but the lyrics themselves just don't really feel good. Like on Mirror Image, they're very cheesy. I do like the clean guitar work in the chorus. The pre-chorus to chorus is basically the same. There's no like gradual rise in energy. It just kind of like it's here and then chorus. That hurts the song a lot. The energy just kind of plateaus and doesn't go anywhere. Really don't like this song. It's just a lot of things wrong with it. Number 5, Ivory. This song opens with some screaming vocals and a guitar riff. I think this is in the same tuning as Hallo King. It's kind of lower, which is kind of cool. Good to see them exploring some tunings. After the opening has a softer verse, and then builds up to the pre-chorus, and then the chorus vocal lines and the music that are going on underneath it clash. They don't exactly fit together. I don't really know which one is at fault per se. I don't even know if anyone is at fault. They don't really mesh very well. Besides that, the ending of it is very cool. It has a very cool riff going on with some vocals over it. Ivory is not as bad as Mirror Image, but that clash on the chorus with the vocals doesn't help it any. So Stargain Blue, I think I'm saying that right. This is another song I really didn't like. The lyrics for this song are extremely cheesy. They're basically about, like, to leave me alone, like you bother me, leave me alone. And the way Chris did it feels very phoned in. There's no really... The lyrics themselves don't gel together, like just within the words themselves, and I feel like he doesn't feel very, this is going to come off wrong, but it just doesn't feel like he put a lot of effort. It feels really phoned in. And besides the lyrics, it has a really cool riffy bridge, but which is the coolest part of the song. And the chorus just repeats too much in the song. That's a lot of the issues that I have with this album, is that Like, you'll have a chorus riff and the chorus will just keep repeating and there's like no substance in between them. Moving on, Leviathan. This is another single that we got off the album. This song starts off with a cool opening riff, which the opening riff is cool. A lot of people can kind of compare this song to Michael Jackson. I haven't exactly hear that comparison, but I'm pretty sure Ollie, the other guitarist, that's his riff for this song, which is cool. It's good to see him actually getting some riffs in, and it isn't just John being a riff powerhouse. The song itself is cool, but it like doesn't go anywhere. Like, you have that riff and it builds up and then it plateaus and like it doesn't go anywhere. There's no ebb, there's no flow. It's just kind of ebb, plateau. It doesn't really go anywhere. And there's also a disturbingly lack of leads in the whole album, and particularly in this song. There's no like substance. There's nothing there keeping anything interesting. It's just kind of like riff, okay, cool, riff, okay, oh wait, let's do something different. Okay, chorus, okay. It's I don't know. This song isn't terribly bad, it just feels underdeveloped, underproduced from a song point, not from like mixing and mastering point. Getting on mixing and mastering, Joe Wanasek mixed and mastered this. I find he did a great job. a.w.o.l was extremely too low when they came out with the singles. It's fixed on here. I don't know what the deal with that was. The mix and mastering here is good. It's better than the last album, because when John did all the instrumentals, it was very harsh and kind of nasty. But this one is a lot better. Moving on to the 8th track, Celeste. This song starts like right on the downbeat and everyone comes in, which it feels kind of awkward. It kind of feels like, ooh, as opposed to the cool intros that we got on some other songs. This song has the same issue as the song before it. The chorus just kind of repeats too much. This one's a little bit better. It actually has a little kind of some synth stuff going on here, but the song is just kind of, it's boring. Like I said, the energy doesn't come ebb and flow. It just kind of hits, it comes up, and it plateaus. It's a problem through a lot of this album. Number 9 is Jukai. I think I'm pronouncing that right. Is the Buddhist initiation ritual. Kind of missed this in the beginning. The Phronesis is a Latin word for like wisdom. It's like a wisdom of like doing right and being conscious of making right decisions. So it's kind of like a wisdom of doing right. Kind of basically what it means. Anyway, Jukai, the song itself, starts with a genty riff and they show us a chorus riff for the first time, and it goes into a real monument clean part, which is cool. I wish they did more of this on the album. The chorus honestly sort of sounds like the verse and it lacks energy, so once again, no energy, no separation between verse and chorus. We get a nice really cool bridge with some nice riffs, and then the song kind of fades out from there. Being that we're on the 9th track, we're almost wrapping it up. That is kind of how a lot of these songs go. They have no energy. They have energy, just I find they plateau very fast. The bridge comes in, it's cool, it's energizing, and then it'll end. More on that in a second. So number 10, The Watch. This one starts off with some fading in lead parts, which the album before it had a ton of those. This is one of the only times that the even song starts with it, or that a lead shows up that I actually heard up front, is what I mean. I'm sure there's some there that I missed, but this is one I actually heard up front. Verse has some whispery kind of vocals going on, which is cool. It's something different. The chorus has a lot of low energy and it's laid back, but I feel like the chorus could have worked better as a verse, because like the vocals aren't going up, not necessarily up, but there's no energy in them. They just kind of they're falling flat. Once again, we have a nice cool bridge with some genty riffs. We have a long scream from Chris, and that's how the song ends. It just ends on the same riff repeated a bunch of times, no leads or anything over it. This is a decent ending song, but it's a little bit different from the songs that came before it. But the middle of this album is very weak. Mirror Image, that song is so bad. The top 3 tracks are actually really good. That's the strength of the album. But after that, it goes downhill fast. I was very disappointed in this album. Like I said, this album feels very unproduced, into the fact that the songs don't feel organized right. It doesn't feel like there's enough like layers. There's not enough exciting movement going on in them. They kind of fall flat. A lot of the songs get very boring. I have no idea what the cause of this is, because I absolutely love the last album. The last album was, I think it came out in 2004. Is when it, I'm sorry, 2014, excuse me. When it came out then, I love this album. That was my top album of the year. This one is not the case. This one's, it almost feels like they regressed. This album feels like they were more trying to write, more straight ahead not poppy stuff, but more easily digestible stuff, which is cool and fine. But in turn, like they kind of lost everything that like makes them cool. This album is just, it's very disappointing for me because I was not expecting a lot more. It didn't really meet up to my expectations. I was kind of scared for the album whenever the singles came out, and my worst fears kind of came true. Overall, I'm gonna have to give this album a 2.5 out of 5. It was very disappointing, like I said. Lack of leads. The songs feel kind of disjointed. The riffs kind of repeat a lot. Things, they get boring, and it just feels like I said, it doesn't feel like things fit. It's basically the overall gist I got of it. But enough about me. What about you? What did you think about this album? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you hate to love it? Let me know in the comments down below. So maybe we're gonna have to be out. Peace.